Hello everyone, I am Jyotiprakash. I welcome all of you to SSC Mock channel. This is a new series that we'll be starting, will be known as Simply Math. And in this series, we will be solely focusing on your conceptual clarity, plus we'll strengthen it through our PYQs. We'll be solving some PYQs and we'll be building some conceptual clarity around the topics which are really important for your SSC examinations. So in today's topic, you all will be learning statistics. Guys, statistics is not limited to your exam only. After you clear your exam, when you will be joining the department or whatever the ministry will be joining, you have to, if you are if you are part of the administration part, then you have to work on datas. How you have to bring, you have to make reports, you have to do annual reports or fortnightly reports, or there are various things that happens in the department. So a basic understanding regarding statistics will always help you out, even if you are preparing and even after your preparation as well. So I need all of you to understand this chapter, and this chapter is an, you can say, one of the easiest chapter in mathematics in terms of whatever is being asked in SSC CGL syllabus or CHSL syllabus. So this will be a very fun and interesting chapter, so I want all of you to focus on it very clearly. So basically statistics is all about interpretation of data. So you will be given a set of data. You have to find out certain things for the particular data. So whatever you will be doing in statistics, it will be based on the data given to you. Now, I have already taken like thrice or four times the word data. So what is data? It will be a set of information or set of number or a set of observation, we can say. So this data will be provided in terms of questions in three forms. So this data will come in three forms. The first form will be ungrouped data. We'll learn each and everything. The second form will be group data. And now, as I had already informed you, that this will be in three form. In ungrouped data, you will see raw data. Raw means there is no such, you can say, groupism or no such categorization. So this will be raw data. But in grouped section, you will see two types of data. First type is discrete data. Discrete means what? It means the data has a certain or distinct value. The data has what? A certain or distinct value. When I will quote some examples, you will have a certain understanding regarding it. Now, the second part of group data will be, it will be in groups. You will see some intervals. How? For an example, we are saying a class has 5 students. Okay. And the age of each student is 10, 12, 13, 14, 16. Okay. This is what? This is the example of ungrouped data. It is purely raw and there is no such differentiation or categorization around it. But if I say age and number of children, so in a particular class, for an example, 10-year-old students are 5, 12-year-old students are 3, 13-year-old students are 2, 14-year-old students are 5, and 16-year-old students are set 10. This is what? First thing is you have a discrete number. What is it? 10. And for that discrete number, you have a certain number of children or certain number of observations are there. This is what? Number of observation. Certain number of observation are there. In terms of statistics, this will be known as the observation. How many times this data is present in this given information. So 10 is present 5 times because there will be 5 number of students. Then 12 is present 3 times. Then 13 is present twice, 14 is present 5 times, 16 is present 10 times. So if I have to simplify this data, how would I write it? I will write it 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Then I will write 12, 12, 12. Then I will write 13, 13. Then I will write 14, 14, 14, 14, 14. Same for 16. Okay. So I can write this data in both this format. In this format as well or in this format as well. This is a bit simpler format, easy to understand or easy to interpret, I can say. Okay. This is really, a bit hectic. You have to do, or you have to see that all the observation has been written down and everything is sorted out. So we understand the first two types of data. One is the ungrouped data, how this will be formed, how this will be given. Then the group data, and in this group data we learn about discrete data. There is a certain level of distinction in each and every data. Okay. Now the third type of data, and you need to understand this third type of data in most of the cases create a sort of problem while solving questions. So let's understand that group data. So in grouped data, we can say you will see, for an example, let's say the age here and number of students here. Now this group data is not discrete. This is not discrete. That means what? That means you don't have exact value in terms of age. For an example, you can always say from age 0 to 10 there are 5 students. From age 10 to 15 there are 3 students. For the age group 15 to 20 there are 2 students. Now here when I say not discrete, that means you are seeing a range of data, or you can say a interval of data. What is this? You can say this as interval of data. You don't have a specific data, and whenever you will be, you will have a question that you have to solve, and that particular question is in this format. You have to find out what? A mid value. You have to find out what? A mid value. And how do you find out this mid value? You have to work on this given data and find out the mid value. And how this will happen? This will happen like this. The maximum range of this particular data plus the minimum range divided by 2. So 10 plus 0 by 2 is equal to 10 by 2 is equal to 5. 2 5s are 10. Then for the second thing, 15, the maximum value of this given observation or this interval is 15 plus the minimum is 10 divided by 2. So 15 plus 10 is equal to 25 divided by 2 is equal to 12.5. Then for the last 15 to 20, the maximum is 20, minimum is 15 divided by 2 is equal to 20 plus 15 is equal to 35 divided by 2, it will be 17.5. So whenever you have to calculate or you have to find out certain things that will be asked in your question, and that particular question is in this format only, where you will see interval of data, then you have to find out the mid value, and from this mid value we will be solving certain things, because we need district, or we can say we need distinction, certainty in terms of data, so that we can find out something. If something is not finite, how do you calculate everything? You won't be able to calculate everything. So I hope from this slide we are now clear how many types of data will be presented, will be given in our questions, will be seeing in our questions, then how do we solving these questions. Now before we proceed further, I would like to inform you one statement. See, this is a symbol you will be seeing in various books, or you can say various questions maybe. This symbol is known as sigma. This symbol is known as sigma. And what does sigma means? This means addition. You have to add, or you can say the sum of series of data slash term. For an example, I have a set of information that 5, 10, 12, 13, 15. Okay, so this is a set of information. Okay, and I have to add all these things. I can say sum of a, because in this a all the data are there, so I can do it what, 5 plus 10 plus 12 plus 13 plus 15 is equal to 5 plus 10 is equal to 15, 15, 12 plus 13 is equal to 25, 15 here, 15 here, 30 plus 25 is equal to 55. So now you have a clarity how sigma plays a role in statistics. So wherever, if in the formula book or if in somewhere else you find out this sigma symbol, this symbol is known as sigma, then you need to understand that this is all about addition or sum of the given data. So this was a basic idea, the terminologies on which we will be solving each and every questions in this particular lecture, that is statistics. So I think all of you have a clarity on this. If you don't have a clarity, you can pause the video here and relearn all these concepts, because if you have clarity over this, it will be really easier for you to solve each and everything going on. Okay, so let's understand what we all will be learning in today's video. So in today's video, basically in terms of your CHSL or CGL syllabus or your SSC syllabus, all these types of questions are being asked. So these are the concepts you will be learning from today's lecture. First one will be mean, then median, then mode, then range, mean deviation, variance, standard deviation, coefficient of deviation. Now, once you complete all these things, let me assure you, you will be able to solve 100% questions if you build proper understanding, and whatever I am saying in this video, if you stick to that, if you adhere to that, then you will be able to solve 100% questions from statistics only. So that's the assurity I'm giving you. Now I need your attention, your full concentration for this particular chapter, because once it is done, you don't have to worry about it again and again. Okay, you will be all set for all the SSC examinations. Now let's start with mean. So basically, mean is what? Mean is average. See how simple is this? Mean is average. You all know how to calculate average. So if I put it in a simpler term, average will be always sum means addition of all given data or term divided by number of data slash term. Mean is always equal to average. How do you remember it? Mean means average. Whenever you see mean, it will be always average. So now let's solve these questions. This is an SSC PYQ. It was intentional to erase the question, erase the name of the examination, so that it won't take a lot of time, a lot of space from the screen. But this is a PYQ. We'll be solving PYQs throughout this lecture. Now find the mean of the following data. So the data has here 15, 30, 20, 10, 25, 35, 18, 21, 28. Now you say, what type of data is this? We are seeing a ungrouped data. We are seeing an ungrouped data. This is very raw. There is no such repetition. Okay. We are seeing an ungrouped data. There is no such categorization. Now, how to calculate the mean? So, as we know from the beginning, mean is equal to sum of all given terms. So, let's start with adding all this. 15, plus 30 plus 20 plus 10 plus 25 plus 35 plus 18 plus 21 plus 28. Now I said what? Number of data given. So number of data will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So mean will be what? The sum of all the data given divided by 9. So what you can do, whenever I will be solving such questions, you can do your calculation a bit faster. That will help you in your calculation or help you understanding each and everything really fast. So if I add all these things, this will be 15 plus 30 45 plus 20 65 plus 10 75 plus 25 100 100 plus 35 135 plus 18 153 plus 21 174 plus 28 202 divided by 9. Now if in your question the options are in fractional form, you can leave it to this point, that 202 by 9. If it is not in fractional form, you have to divide it, and I hope you know how to divide all these things. So 9 2s are 18, then here 2 22, 9 2s are 18, then 4 is there, we'll put a decimal here, so it will be 40, 9 4 is 36, then 9 4 is 36. So 22.44, I can say the mean or the average of given data. So whenever you have to calculate the mean of a given data, you have to do it this way. Now, so how you will speed up or how will fasten this whole thing? How you do that? See, what we understand, this is all about adding all these things. So for you, for your understanding, I have to do all the steps. What you can do from the very beginning, if you got this question, what you have to do? First you have to add all the number, then divided by the number. So this particular step, writing down this whole thing, won't be necessary in your examination. This is for your conceptual clarity. Once you are done with that, we will in the second step and directly will put the answer. Okay, so this was how we'll be calculating mean data in terms of ungrouped data. Now let's see something different. As I have already informed you, there will be data in grouped format, and in grouped format it is not discrete, it is in interval. What it is in interval? So whenever we will be presented with a data and that is in interval format, that is in a grouped format, first thing we have to do is what? We have to calculate the mid value. We have to calculate the mid value. Now, how do I calculate the mid value, or how you can calculate the mid value? You have to add 0 and the 10. So this will be how we will be calculating the mid value divided by 2. So 0 plus 10 divided by 2, 10 by 2 is equal to 5. So the mid value is 5. Now 10 plus 20 divided by 2, 10 plus 20 is equal to 30, divided by is 2 equal to 15. Now 30 plus 20 divided by 2, 50 divided by 2 is equal to 25. See, for me right now these things are easy. If someone is not that good in calculation, it will hardly take a week, so that you will all be in this particular pace. Now 40 plus 30 divided by 2 is equal to 70 by 2 is equal to 35. Then 40 50, 40 plus 50 divided by 2, that is 90 by 2 is equal to 45. 50 plus 60 divided by 2, 110 by 2 is equal to 55, and then same way 60 plus 70 divided by 2, 130 divided by 2 is equal to 65. Now what I had already informed you, whenever we are presented with this data, we have to first find out the mid value, and once we are done with the mid value, we need to focus solely on this particular information. Now this information does not hold any value right now for this moment. Now, so how we should proceed next in order to calculate frequency? Now what? Now this is your discrete data, you can say. The mid value is now your discrete data. So we can say in this particular data, 5 is what? Frequency means, see, frequency means number of times data is present. So I can say 5 is present twice. So if I have to write down this data, I would write 5 twice. Then 15 is present 4 times. 15 is present 4 times. Then 25 is present 12 times. 25 is present 12 times. Then 35 is present 21 times. Then 45 is present 6 times. So I had to write down. If I have to write down, I can write down like this. 55 is present 3 times. Why did I write down? I'll let you know. 65 is present twice. So this is the given set of data. And now this is in the grouped format. Now I have to calculate what? I have to calculate the mean. So what I know from the mean, I know that I have to add all the things. So I have to add 5 plus 5, 15 4 times, then 25 12 times, then 35 21 times, 45 6 times. Or I can say if I have to add 5 twice, I can say 5 multiplied by 2. What I can do? I can always do 5 multiplied by 2. 5 multiplied by 2, or 2 means the frequency. 15 multiplied by 4, the frequency. 25 multiplied by 12, the frequency. 35 multiplied by 21, the frequency. For 45 it is 6, for 55 it is 3, for 65 it is 2. And now the second thing, how many number of data are there? So if I add all the frequency, I will find out the number of data present. So number of data in grouped format is always equal to sum of all the frequency. It will be what? It will be sum of all the frequency. So if I'll add all the frequency, that means the number of data present, number of times the data are present. This will get me what? This will get me number of data. So 3 plus 2 5 plus 6 11 plus 21 32. 32 plus 12 is equal to 44. 44 plus 4 48 plus 2 50. 5 0. So the number of data here 50. Now what I have to add, as I know mean is equal to what? Sum of all given data divided by number of data. So sum I'll calculate here. 5 into 2 is equal to 10. 5 twice. So 5 plus 5 or 5 into 2 is equal to 10. 15 4 times. So 15 multiplied by 4 is equal to 60. 25 multiplied by 12 is equal to 300. Now 35 multiplied by 21 is equal to 735. 45 multiplied by 2 is equal to 270. 55 multiplied by 3 will be equal to 165. See, these numbers are quite easy. That's why I'm able to solve it really easy. It will be easier for you once you start preparing really well, or once your calculation speed is improved. As I had already informed you, you have to do math workout application daily. So if you do that application daily, all this calculation will be easier for you. So now 65 multiplied by 2 is equal to 130. Now what? Sum of all the information. What? Sum of all the information. So I will add 5 5 10 0, 3 plus 1 4, 4 plus 6 10, 17, 20, 26, 27, 2 out there, 2 plus 1 3, 4, 6, 13, 16. So now in order to calculate the mean of the given data, I know the sum of all data. Sum of all the given data is what? Sum of all given data. Please forgive me if my handwriting is not that good, or if you're getting confused through my handwriting, but I'm trying to keep it as clean as possible. Divided by number of data given. So now sum of all given data is what? 1670 divided by number of data 50. And if I have to solve this, I will solve it like this. 5 3s are 15, 175 3s are 15, then 2034. I can solve it like this. 50 multiplied by 3, 150, 270. 50 multiplied by, sorry, 170. Just a minute. It will be 170. 170. 15 multiplied by 3, 150, 20. Now point, it will be 200, 4, 2. It's done. So 33.4 is the mean of given, the given data available here. So let's understand all these things through a step-by-step method. So whenever in terms of grouped data, grouped non-discrete data, so the first step will be step 1, I can say. Step 1 will be calculate mid value. How do you calculate that? Maximum plus minimum divided by 2 of each interval. Then step 2, multiply mid value with frequency. This way, because we have to calculate the sum of all the given data. So we have to do what? We have to multiply this. So we did what? Multiply mid value by frequency. Then step 3, add all frequencies. Why did we add all frequency? Because if we add all frequency, we find out the number of data present in this given questions. The number of data is what? The frequency. Frequency means number of times these data are present. So we will add all frequencies. Then in step 4, we will be putting or using the formula sum of all observation divided by number of observation. Sorry, this will be step 5. Step 4 will be add all mid value frequency. The data you will be getting, you have to add all these things. Add the final amount, final result of mid value plus frequency. Now, in step 5, you will be calculating the sum of all the observation. If you do this in this particular format, then there won't be any silly mistakes. Then there won't be any sort of anxiety whenever you will see such data or such questions. There won't be any problem for you, and this will fetch you what? 3 marks in tier 2. If by chance it is asked in tier 1, it will get you 2 marks in tier 1, and this is also relevant if you are appearing for state PCS and railway examinations as well, because in railway examinations mean median mode is being asked quite a lot of time. Okay, so this was mean. Now let's understand the mean in a very different way. So now we are given with the mean of the data here, that is 33.4. This is same as the previous data. Okay, you can see the same data I have taken. I wanted to help you understand how this question can be formed. So here the mean has been given, that is 33.4. I think you all are able to see this 33.4. Now the frequency is given and one frequency is missing here. What is missing here? One frequency is missing here. So we don't have to worry about it. We know the steps. So the first step is to calculate mid value. And as so whenever we are presented with this sort of data, what we have to do? We have to calculate the mid value. So first thing, see here the mean is given, that is 33.4. So now you have the mean here. But what is missing? The number of given data is missing. The frequency, one of the frequency is missing. But we don't have to worry about it. What we can do, we'll always stick to the basic. What is the basic? Here. In the group data or in the non-discrete data, we will calculate the mid value, then multiply mid value plus frequency, then add all the frequency, then add all the mid value plus frequency data. So now 0 to 10 mid value 5, because this is the same question we'll be solving in the next, just we're missing out this particular thing. We'll be missing out this particular thing. Okay. So now mid value of 0 to 10, 5, 15, 25, 35, 45, 55 and 65. Now as I know, I have to multiply this 65 plus 3, 130, 55 plus 3, 165, 45 plus 6, 270, 35 into k, as we don't know, it will be remain as 35k. Then 25 plus 12, it will be 300, 15 plus 4, 60, 5 plus 2, 10. Now if I will add all this data, 60 plus 10, 70, plus 300, 370, plus 270, 370, plus 70, 4, 640, then 640, 705, 805 and 935. See, now I did what? I did the whole calculation in over, matlab, how this was easier for me because I have been doing this for a long time. I know how to calculate all these things. Or you can do what? You can do always. You always can approach the traditional method, that 5, then 3, 6, 9 plus 7 equal to 16, 22, 23, 2, 3, 4, 6, then 9. Okay. So you always can follow 935. But 935 is a wrong answer because we could not add 35k. So we will write down 935 plus 35k here. Now, this is what? This is sum of all given data. This is what? Sum of all given data. Now, we have to calculate frequency. Sum of all the frequency, because we need to find out the number of data. So this will be 3 plus 2 is equal to 5, plus 6, 11, plus 12, 23, plus 4, 27, 29, plus k, because k is still unknown to us. So what is the mean formula? Mean formula is equal to sum of all observation, that is 935 plus 35k divided by number of data 29 plus k is equal to 33.4. Okay, this is given. So how do you solve it? 935 plus 35k is equal to 33.4 multiplied by 29 plus k, or I can write it down 33.4 multiplied by 29 plus 33.4 k. So now if I have to calculate 33.429, it will be somewhere around 9, 33.4 into 9. I have to calculate 29. It will be 2. Okay, it will be somewhere around 968.6. You can do both way. You can proceed with the traditional method is 9, 4 equal to 36, 3 is there, 9, 3, 27, 3, 30 is equal to there, 3 there, 9, 3, 27, 30, then 6, 6, 8, 6, 8, 6 and 9. There was one decimal number, so it is 968.6, or you can do the calculation orally if you are comfortable with that. Okay, so the final calculation will be 968.6. so this is what? 968.6 plus 33.4k. So if I have to solve this, I can write down 35k minus 33.4k is equal to 968.6 minus 935. So now here it will be 1.6k. Here it will be 1.6k. If you solve that, you will find out 35 minus 34 is equal to 1.6. And now here the solution will be 33.6. Okay. So if I have to find out k, I will write 33.6 divided by 1.6, or I can say 336 divided by 16, and it will be somewhere around 16 2 is 32, 32 1 6, 16 1 is 31. So now k is what? 21. So now let's check whether our calculation is correct or not. So in the final data, mean was 33.4, correct. The frequency was 21, correct. So our calculation was correct and we find out the data. So whenever this type of question is there, you don't have to panic. You don't have to be anxious. So what should I do? How should I calculate? All the calculations are really easy. I just show you how to calculate these things. So all these calculations are really easy. You just have to be patient. And this will be easier. This will be a piece of cake for you. Okay. So let's proceed further. Now, the next question. If mean of 10 numbers is 7 and if each number is multiplied by 8, find out the new mean. So this is a basic or classic average example. So if the mean of 10 number is 7, average of 10 number, mean means average. Okay. Each number will be multiplied by 8. So for an example, there are 10 numbers and there's average is 7. So sum of all number will be what? 10 number multiplied by their average, that is 70. Okay. How would I do that, man? For an example, the number were A, B, C and D. Okay. So how would I calculate the average? A plus B plus C plus D divided by number of data 4. So for an example, this is P. The average is P. The number of data were A, B, C, D. I have to calculate their average or the mean. So how would I calculate? A plus B plus C plus D is equal to 4. Now the average I find out is P. So if I have to calculate, I have to find out this sum only. A plus B plus C plus D. Then what I can do? I can multiply directly 4 into P. So 4 was what? Number of data. How many number of data in there? Multiply by its average. So here number of data was what? 10. Its average or mean was 7. So sum of all data will be 10 multiplied by 7 is equal to 70. Okay. So very clear with this. Now each number will be multiplied by 8. So from first number to 10th number, each number will be multiplied by 8, means first into 8, second into 8, third into 8, fourth into 8, same goes on till 10 into 8. I can do it what? I can take 1 into 8. I'm just writing down the terms. I'm not writing down the numbers for your understanding. Second into 8, third into 8, so on till 10 into 8, because this is the new number for us. Divided by how many numbers are there? 10. I can write down, I can take 8 common here and I can write down 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 10 divided by 10. Now what? See, from the very beginning, I know the sum of all data is equal to 70. 8 multiplied by 70. This is example of the data. This is what? Example of the data. This is not the actual number. Let me clarify you. This is not the actual number. I am taking this as a example to help you understand how you can calculate it in traditional method, and then I will tell you what should be the quickest possible way. Okay. So 8 plus 70 divided by 10, it will be 7. So 8 multiplied by 7 is equal to 56. So the new mean will be 56. Now, I will directly tell you the shortest possible method. So what? So before the last second, the second last I can say term or the second last step for this whole calculation was what? 8 into 7. 7 is what? 7 is the mean which is already given. 8 is what? 8 is the number that will be multiplied with each and every number. This is the multiplier. This will be multiplied with each and every number. So whenever a data is given like this or a question is given like this, that mean of 10 numbers is 7. And if each number is multiplied by 8, my next thing should be, or your next thing should be, you will calculate 7 multiplied by 8 directly. We do the all traditional method, we find out how it will be calculated, and now the shortest method. So whenever this sort of questions, whether it is multiplication or addition or subtraction, whatever it is, you can do the shortest approach like this. Now, the second questions, if mean of 10 numbers is 14, number of data what? 10. Each number is divided by 7. I can do directly what? Mean, whether it is multiplied or divided by the divisor, that is 7. That is 14 by 7 is equal to 2. So the new mean will be 2. This is the shortest approach. Or I can do what? I can do mean is equal to 40, number of data is equal to 10. So sum of all data क्या होगा? What will be? It will be 14 into 10 is equal to 140. Sum of all data is 140. Now, each number is divided by 7. So if I take that example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, these are the terms. So it will be 1 by 7 plus first term by 7, second term by 7, then third term by 7, so on, 10th term by 7 divided by 10. Now I can do what? I can take 1 by 7 in common. I can add first to 10th term divided by the number of numbers. Thus 10 numbers are there. 10. So first to 10, the sum of all the information is what? 140. So 1 by 7, sum of all information 140 divided by number of observation, that is 10. So I can do what? 1 by 7 multiplied by 14, or I can say 14 by 7 is equal to 2. You see, this is a traditional method, or you can proceed with this particular method as well. Okay. Now, the next question. If mean of 10 numbers is 14, and if each number is added by 5, find the new mean. So mean is equal to what? 14. I don't think we have to proceed with, that whole, I can say what, whole this, traditional method. We don't have to do the traditional method again and again and again. We don't have to do that, okay? But I will tell you a certain thing here. I will explain the traditional method, but I will tell you certain thing here. So mean is equal to 14. Number of observation is equal to 10. New addition will be 5 with each term. So let's take first term is added by 5. So now sum of all observation will be what? 14 multiplied by 10 is equal to 140. Okay. So first term will be added by 5. Second term will be added by 5. Third term will be added by 5. So like this, 10th term will be added by 5. Each term will be added by 5. Now total number of term is equal to 10. Here you can't just take 5 as common. Why? Because 5 is getting added to each and every term, and 10 times. So how do you solve that? You will solve like this. First, second term, third term till 10th term. Okay. Plus 5 is added with 10 terminologies or 10 data or 10 observations. So I can write 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 10 times, or I can write 5 into 10, because 5 is being added 10 times in this particular data, divided by number of data 10. Now the sum of all data is what? 140. 1 to 10th term sum is 40, plus 5 cross by 10 is equal to 50, divided by 10 is equal to 190, divided by 10 is equal to 19. So this is the new mean. Or I can do what? I can simply do 10 numbers mean 14. So 14 into 10, 140. 5 will be added. 5 into 10 is equal to 50. Sum 190 divided by number of data, that is 19. I can approach this as well, because this will give me sum of old observation. This is the addition. Now 190 will be sum of all new observations, and if I divided it by number of observation, I will find out 19. I hope this is clear to each and every one of you. Now I am giving you a homework. This will be your homework. You have to solve this. What is this? If the mean of 5 numbers is 28, if one is excluded, the mean gets reduced by 5. Determine the excluded number. You know the average concept. You can do it in both ways. You can do the traditional method, you can do the first forward method, but you have to solve this. This will be your homework. Okay. Now the next concept, that is median. Guys, I understand this is a long video. Why this is a long video? Because all these questions are being asked repeatedly. All these concepts are really important for each and every one of you. So it will take some time to learn all these things. Okay. So don't worry about it. It will be easier for each and every one of you. And first 3-4 concepts are a bit, time taking. After that, all these things will be really easy for you, because we are creating the base for all of you. Okay. Now the median. So you need to understand this. Median will be always midterm of given observation. Midterm of the given observation. Now, for an example, given is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And if I have to calculate the median, so what will be the midterm? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So 3 and 4 are the midterm. So I don't have a definite data. I don't have a definite data. So how would I calculate it? So in order to calculate these things, there are two formulas. Or I can say, if this data is given, I know for sure the midterm is 3, because there are 5 data, midterm is 3. But in terms of this data, there are 2 midterms. So how would I calculate that? So now in median, there will be 2 rules. For ungrouped data, this is ungrouped data. The first rule will be, if number of data or number of observation are odd number, like this is 5 number, this is an odd number, then the median, this is the last term plus 1 divided by 2. I can say the median term or the median observation, last term or the last observation plus 1 divided by 2 is equal to the median. So now there are 5 observations. So the number of observation, or I can say it last, it will create confusion. Okay. So I can say it like this. This will be much easier for you. So here the median will be number of, so here the median will be number of observation plus 1 divided by 2. What did it? I did number of observation plus 1 divided by 2 if it is odd. So here the number of observation was 5. So 5 plus 1 divided by 2, 6 by 2 is equal to third. So the third observation will always be the median. So now we got the understanding that how to calculate mean of odd data. But in the first case, if I have to calculate mean of even number of data, how would I calculate it? I would calculate it like this. I would calculate it like nth term divided by 2 plus nth term divided by 2 plus 1 divided by 2. So how would I calculate it? I will let you know. So for the first question, how many terms are there? In the first question, it was 6 terms. So 6 term divided by 2 is equal to third term. Okay. Now 6 by 2 plus first. So 3 plus 1 is equal to fourth term. So what will be solving? Third term plus fourth term divided by 2. So third term is 3 plus fourth term is 4 divided by 2. Here third term first, second, third term is 3, fourth term is 4. 3 plus 4 is equal to 7 divided by 2 is equal to 3.5. So 3.5 is the median of this given data. So if I have to put it into a simpler format for a even number of data, I have to first calculate nth term divided by the second, then we'll get the term, then nth by 2 plus 1th term divided by 2. Okay, so I can put it like this. Okay, so in this question we'll have the clearer, better understanding regarding all this. Median of this. Okay, so now how would I calculate it? Let me tell you. So first step should be always, see, in this question we see a sequence of data. Okay, but this is not the right way to solve it. First we have to put or arrange data in ascending order. Ascending means lower to higher, smaller to larger order. So first the first small number will come, then come the larger terms. Okay, then in step 2, if it is even number of data, we'll use the formula, or if it odd number of data, we'll use the formula. Okay, so first in this question what we'll be doing, we'll be starting with the step 1, that we have to arrange the data in ascending order. So here the smallest number will be 10, then 15, then 18, then 20, then 21, then 28, then 30, then 35. So this is the ascending order. How many numbers are there? How many observations are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is missing. So we have to calculate it again. 10 is there, 15 is there, 18 is there, 20 is there, 21 is there, 28 is there, 30 is there, 35 is there. What is missing? 15, 30, 20, 10. 25. Yes, 25 is missing. Okay, so this way we can always verify whether we are doing everything in right format or in wrong format. So now see how many terms are there. There are 9 terms, so this is odd. So how could I calculate? I have to do n plus 1 by 2th term. This will be my median. So n is equal to 9 plus 1 by 2. 10 by 2 is equal to 5th term will be my median term. So first, second, third, fourth, fifth. So 21 median of this given data is 21. So now I hope you have a clear understanding how to find out median of the given data. So median of the given data will be calculated for odd number of data. This is for ungrouped odd number of data, then for even number of data. For odd number of data, n is equal to number of observation, n plus 1 divided by 2th term. N is equal to number of observation. Okay, then here n by 2th term plus n by 2 plus term divided by 2. This term will be the median if it is for even data. But before that we have to do what? We have to arrange the data, arrange the given data in ascending order. Now for this particular data, this will be your homework. But let me tell you what. First, step 1, arrange in ascending order, smaller to larger. Smaller numbers are first, smaller numbers will come first, then the larger number. Smaller to larger. Step 2 will be count number of data or observation. Step 3, use formula. Okay, you have to stick to this and you have to solve this particular question. I hope this is clear to each and every one of you. Now here the marks of 9 student is in increasing order for a test, is in increasing order. So first step is already sorted out for us. Below are given with the below median is equal to 34. So median is given, so median is 34. Median is here 34. Okay, now the given number is in ascending order, that is 12, 16, k, 28, k plus 5, 32, 39, 47, 53. We have to find out k. Okay, so now the first step is done. Second term we have to count the number of data, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it is odd number of data. Number of data slash observation is 9, that is odd. So formula kya hai? For what is the formula? It is n by n plus 1 by 2th term. N is equal to 9 plus 1, 2. So 10 by 2. 5th term is equal to what? Median. So 5th term should be 34 because median is given as 34. So let's count the 5th term. First, second, third, fourth, 5th. So 5th term, that is k plus 5 is equal to median, that is 34. So k is what? 34. So k will be what? 34 minus 5. K plus 5 is equal to 34. So k will be 34 minus 5 is equal to 29. So the value of k is equal to 29. So I hope now this is clear to each and every one of you. However, the question will be asked in terms of ungrouped data, we can calculate it, because the first step will be checking whether it is in ascending order or not, then counting the number of data or observations available, then using the formula. We're all set. Now we are all done with the ungrouped part. For grouped part, there is a formula, because there are so many things available. Okay, so the formula will be median is equal to, see, in various books or in various questions, the symbol for median will vary. It may be m somewhere, it can be whatever they want to put it, but we have to calculate it. Okay, so the median will be lower limit of median class plus total observation divided by 2 minus total such cumulative frequency of class preceding median class divided by, see, you don't have to worry about everything. I will put it into easier format, you will understand it. Just let me write down the formula first. Divided by frequency of median class, this whole thing then will be multiplied by the class size. Okay, now I will explain each and everything. Okay, so for an example, 0 to 10 age, number of students. Okay, 0 to 10 2, 10 to 15 3, 15 to 20 4, 20 to 25 5, 25 to 30 6. Now we will understand each and everything. So for whenever we calculate the median, what we do, we first count the number of observations. So if I have to calculate the number of observation, what I need to do, I need to add this frequency. 6 plus 5 is equal to 11, plus 4 is equal to 15, plus 3 18, plus 22 20. This is what, this is the even number. So for even number, what is the formula? Formula is nth number divided by 2 plus nth by 2 plus 1 term divided by 2. So this will be 10, 20 by 2 is equal to 10 plus 10 plus 1 11 by 2. 21 by 2 is equal to 10.5. So 10.5th term. This is the number of the term, 10 plus 15 term. Okay, so let's calculate from the beginning, because we will always calculate from the beginning. 2 plus 3 is equal to 5, 5 plus 4 is equal to 9. After this, in this particular observation, our 10 plus 5, the median class, I can say our median class lies in this particular observation, in this particular range of observation. Okay, so first thing, we find out the median class. How did I find out the median class? First I calculate the number of frequency, then I use the formula to find out the median term, then I find out in which observation this median class fall into. I got the idea. Now what it has written, lower limit of median class, 20 to 25 is the median class. So 20 is the lower limit. So here lower limit is what? 20. Higher limit will be 25. Okay. Now class size. So 20 to 25. What will be the size? 25 minus 20. class size is equal to highest limit minus lowest limit of that particular class. So for 2025 it is 25 minus 20 is equal to 5. Okay, so the class size is equal to 5, lower limit is equal to 20, total number of observation is equal to 20. Now here total or cumulative frequency of class, what is it is written, total or we can say cumulative frequency of class preceding median class. Median class is here. So total frequency of the all the classes. So 4 plus 3 plus 2 is equal to 9. So cumulative frequency of the class, है ना, of the median of the all classes preceding to median classes is 9. Okay. Now frequency of median class. This is the median class, this is the frequency. So frequency of median class is equal to 5. Now I have all the information required to calculate the exact median value of the given question. I have all the information. I just have to put it into the formula. So if I try to put this into the formula, so I will start with median is equal to lower limit of median class. This is lower limit of median class. I find out 20 plus total number of observation by 2. Total number of observation 20 divided by 2. 20 divided by 2 minus total or cumulative frequency of class preceding median class. That is 9 here. All the sum of all the frequencies divided by frequency of median class. Frequency of median class is equal to 5. This thing will be multiplied with the class size. Class size means the upper limit minus the lower limit, that is 5. So if I have to solve it, 20 by 2 is equal to 10. 10 minus 9 divided by 5 multiplied by 5 is equal to 20 plus 10 minus 9 is equal to 1 by 5 multiplied by 5. 5 will cross out. 20 plus 1 is equal to 21. So the median of this particular question, will be 21. Okay. So now if I want to put it into a simple formula, I will write it like this: lower limit of the median class plus n by 2 number of observation divided by 2 minus cumulative frequency of all classes preceding the median class divided by frequency of median class multiplied by class size. So this is what will be given in all the standard books. This is the formula. If you are unable to remember it, you just simply write this down. Okay, simply write this down. Lower limit of median class plus total observation by 2 minus total or cumulative frequency of class preceding median class divided by frequency of median class multiplied by class size. Okay, now this is the homework I am giving. See, my only job is to help you understand concept, solve few questions to clear all your doubts and to ensure that you are sufficient enough to solve all questions that will be coming in your way. Okay, So for this particular thing, what you should be doing, this is your homework. So I'll give you the hint. First thing we'll be doing total number of observation, sum of all this. Then use the formula to find out, use the formula to find out median class. Once you find out the median class, lower limit of the class, size of the class, then here cumulative frequency of classes preceding median class. Okay, now I want to help you with this type of questions. See, in this question or in this question or whatever the whatever type of ungrouped data we used to solve, we are getting what? Interval. We are getting an observation class, but in this question you are not seeing an observation or you are not seeing the type of class. Okay, class interval. So how would you solve it? This is very simple. It is quite easy. Just think of it. So I have to write down less than 1000. Okay, less than 1000, less than 750, less than 500, less than 250, right? So if something is less than 250, it will start from what? From 0. So 0 to 250. How many number of person? 25. So now less than 500, but see here it means number of person less than 500. That means in this particular data, number of person less than 250 is already included. So I have to find out number of person in between 250 to 500. How would I find that out? Number of person less than 500 minus number of person less than 250 is equal to 15. So the frequency of this class will be 15. Now I have data up to 500. So now from 500 to 750. For 500 to 750, my total frequency for less than 750, total number of person whose income is less than 750 rupees daily is 55. But I have to calculate number of person whose income is between 500 to 750 daily. So what I will do, I will deduct this information because number of person earning less than 500 is 40 already. So number of person will be earning more than 500 and less than 750 will be 55 minus 45. I hope this is clear to all. See here 55 number of persons are earning less than 750, and in this 55 number 40 people are there who are already earning less than 500. So if I have to calculate something in between, that is between 500 to 750, I just simply have to deduct this number from this number and I will get the exact figure. Now the last is, so I have already calculated everything about up to 750. Now if I have calculated income less than 1000 but that is more than 750, I have to calculate or I have to find out number of persons whose daily earning is more than 750 but less than 1000. What I should do? The total frequency or the total number of person minus number of person earning less than 55, that is 15. So now I have a set of data. What is the data? That 0 to 250, earning between 0 to 250 25, then 250 to 500 it is 15, then 500 to 750 it is 15, then 750 to 1000 it is 15. So now if mean is asked, I can do it. How would I do it? I would find out the mid value first, then I will multiply it, then I will took the cumulative frequency, I will find that out. If I have to calculate the median class, I can do that as well. I can add all this number of observation, I will find out the median class, then I will use the formula. So the first step and the most important step for this type of question is to create the interval. And if you don't create the interval in ascending order, your median, your exact value, your right value for median will be not accurate and will commit mistakes in your examination. What? Why? Because for median, the first thing we know, the first step is arrange data or observations in ascending order. So you have to do that. So I hope with this we are almost covering each and every type of question that can be asked that has been formed from statistics. In this question we will be solving what? We will be solving the difference of mean and median of the given data. So now, as we all know, the formula for mean is sum of all observation divided by number of observation. So what we'll do, we'll start adding all the observation. 4 plus 13 plus 8 plus 15 plus 9 plus 21 plus 18 plus 23 plus 35 plus 1 divided by how many numbers of observations are there? 3, 3, 6, 3, 9, 1, 10. So now if I add it, 4 plus 13, 17, 8, 25, 15, 40, 49, 50, 70, 88, 91, 111, 112, 147 divided by 10 is equal to 14.7. I hope you know how 14.7 come from this. But here, in case of median, the first step whenever we have to calculate median is, the first step is to arrange this information, this given set of question in ascending order. That means from smaller to larger. So let's arrange it. 1, then 4, then 8, then 9, then 13, then 15, then 18, then 21, then 23, then 35. How many? 3, 3, 6, 3, 9, 1, 10. So we have arranged it in a particular order. So you need to check this. Whenever you are arranging the whole number, you need to check whether you have written down all the numbers. Because if you miss out on this step, whatever you do, how easily or how fast you will be solving the questions, you will end up with negative marking. Okay, so you need to ensure that this step is all clear. Now the next step is what? The next step is we need to count whether it has odd number of observation or even number of observation. So here, as the number of observation is 10, so this is even. So what is the formula for even? N by 2 term plus n by 2 plus 1 term divided by 2. So n by 2 term is what? N by 2 term is 10 by 2. 10 by 2 plus 10 by 2 plus 1 by 2. So it is 5th plus 6th term. 2 10 ja 5, 2 10 ja 5, 5 plus 1 6, 5th term plus 6th term divided by 2. Now what is 5th term in this arrangement? Not in this arrangement. So whenever you are calculating the median, you have to now focus on this arrangement, not on the previous, not on the given arrangement. So in this arrangement, if we count from the left hand side, the 5th term will be 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th. So 13 is the 5th term plus 6th term is 15. 13 plus 15 is equal to 28. 28 divided by 2 is equal to 14. So the median of this given observation, or you can say the given data, is what? It is 14. Okay, because there are 10 numbers. There were 10 numbers, 6, 9 and 10. It was even. So the formula used n by 2 plus n by 2 plus 1th term divided by 2. So that comes to 14. So 14 is the median. 14.7 is the mid. So if I have to calculate difference, mean minus median,
is equal to 14.7 minus 14 is equal to 0.7. Okay, I hope now this is clear how you should be calculating mean and how you should be calculating median. Now the next concept, and this is really comparatively easier concept as well, you don't have to think much about it. Mode means in the whole given set of data or in the whole observation. Mode is what? Mode is the observation which is maximum frequency, or it has been repeated itself in this given set of data for the maximum number of time. That will be mode. So for an example, if we have a data 2 4 2 3 2 6 3 8, okay, now in this particular data 2 has frequency of 3, okay, frequency of 2 is 3. 4 has frequency 1, 3 has frequency 2, 6 has frequency 1, 8 has frequency 1. So now in this particular data, which observation has maximum frequency? That is 2. So the mode of this given data, is 2. So whenever we will be asked which will be the mode of this given data, we have to find out which observation has maximum number of repetition, which observation has repeated itself in the observation has maximum presence in this given data. Now when we are saying an observation has maximum number of presence, then there may be three possibilities. One possibility is this, that we have understood. Second possibility is if there are two observations which has same frequency. So in this particular observation, let me clean this out. In this particular observation, we are saying 2 has frequency of 2, 4 has frequency of 2, 3 has frequency of 1, 6 has frequency of 1, 8 has frequency of 1. Now in the previous question, in this question, what I told you? I told you whichever observation has maximum number of presence in the given data or maximum frequency, that will be the mode. But in this case, both 2 and 4 has same number of frequency. So what should be the mode? You don't have to worry about it. So the mode will be 2 and 4. Multiple mode is possible in a given set of data. You need to remember it. Multiple number of mode is possible in a given set of data. Now the third possibility, sir, if the question is like this 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 8 and there is no such repetition, if you don't have any repetition, if you're seeing that each and every observation has same number of frequency, if each and every observation has same number of frequency, then here mode of this given data is 0. Mode of this given data is 0. You need to remember this. So these are the first three concepts we learn regarding mode. So mode will be always maximum frequency. Then in case of two observation which has similar number of frequency, there can be multiple mode. And if all the observations have equal frequency, then mode can be 0. Now this was all about what? Ungrouped data. Let's learn something about grouped data. Okay, because as we learn in median as well, in median what happened? In group data there was a formula. So let's understand this. For an example, this is the age group, this is the number of children, okay, in a particular society, for an example. So 0 to 10, 3 children, 10 to 15, 8 children, 15 to 20 years old, 10 children, 20 to 25 years old, 4 children. Okay, now for an example, here we saw that 10 has the maximum. Children means the frequency of the given data, how many numbers. So 10 is the highest frequency. So what will be the model class? This will be the model class, because this has an interval, we don't have a finite number. So this will be called a model class. So if I have to write in simple language, model class will be what? Whichever class has maximum frequency, will be known as what? Will be known as model class. Now, in this model class, you need to remember a few more things. So, in this model class, 8, this frequency will be known as frequency preceding model class. Frequency preceding model class. In median, we used to check cumulative frequency, but here we'll only check frequency preceding model class, and this will be known as frequency following model class. I hope this is really simple and it is easier for you. This is the model class. This is the model class. This is the frequency preceding model class. This is the frequency following model class. Now, this model class has, what is the lower limit of this model class? I can say the lower limit of this model class is 15. What is the range or the size of this model class? Size of the model class is 20 minus 15 is equal to 5. So whenever we have to calculate a size, we need to take the difference of this whole interval. Now, if I have to calculate the mode of this given data in grouped format, what will be my formula? My formula will be mode is equal to lower limit plus frequency of model class, minus frequency of class preceding model class, frequency of preceding model class divided by twice of, see, you will be easily able to remember all these things. For the first time it will be a bit confusing for all of you. Later on it will be very easy for all of you. So divided by 2 into frequency of model class minus frequency of model class preceding actual model class minus frequency of class following model class, and this whole data will be multiplied by size of model class. So I have to write it down in a smaller format. So lower limit of model class plus frequency of model class, Fm is equal to frequency of model class, minus Fp is equal to frequency of model class, frequency of the class preceding model class, divided by 2 into frequency of model class minus frequency of preceding class minus frequency of following class multiplied by size of the model class. So this is the formula for group data. If we have to calculate mode of the group data, we will calculate in this format. So let me reiterate it again. Preceding means whichever is above this model class. Following means whichever is exactly below this model class, or exactly after this model class, or exactly preceding means exactly before, following means exactly after. You need to understand this. Okay, so with this formula we'll be solving few questions. Now this is the given data. So first thing, in this given data we'll see which frequency is highest number. This frequency is highest number, so this will be our model class. Lower limit of model class is 25. Size of the model class is 30 minus 25 is equal to 5. Now frequency preceding, so frequency before this model class, Fp, frequency preceding model class is 9. Frequency of model class is 11. Frequency after this model class, so frequency following model class is 10. Now I have all the data in my hand. I will just have to put it in the formula. This is the formula we'll be putting it in. Now We'll be using this formula. So I can write mode is equal to lower limit plus frequency of model class minus frequency of preceding model class 2 into frequency of model class minus frequency of class preceding model class frequency of class following model class. This thing will be multiplied by size of model class. Let me put the number 25 plus 11 minus 9 divided by 2 into 11 minus 9 minus 10. This should be multiplied by S size, that is 5. So 25 plus 2 divided by 11 minus 9 is 2 divided by 2 into 11 22 minus 9 minus 10 is equal to minus 19 minus 19. This whole thing will be multiplied by 5. So this will come to 25 plus 2 by 22 minus 19 is equal to 3 multiplied by 5. 25 plus 10 by 3. So if I have to solve this, it will be 75 plus 10, 85 by 3. So if the question is asked in, the fractional form, we can write it down. If it is asked in decimal format, like this, rounded off to 2 decimal places. So how would I solve this? I'll solve this like this. 85 will be 3 2 ja 6, 3 8 ja 24, 3 4. Or I can say 28.33. Whichever option is available, you can tick on that. So this is how you will be solving. But in order to solve this, we need to remember this formula. And for the beginning, at the beginning, it will be tougher for you. But as soon as you will solving 4, 5, 6 questions around it, you will be easily able to solve all these questions. I hope now this is clear. So now, if I have to calculate mode and other thing, or I have to calculate the mean of this question, it won't be tough for me, because in this question things are easier for me. First thing, let's calculate mode. So what is mode? In the whole observation, which number or which observation has maximum frequency will be my mode. So here maximum frequency, number of children means number of observation. So this is the frequency. So maximum frequency is 19. So my mode will be 10. Now I have to calculate mean. So in order to calculate mean, what I should be doing? I will be calculating the whole data. So the data will be 17 cross 6, then 16 cross 7, then 16 cross 8, 16 multiplied by 8, then 17 multiplied by 9, then 19 multiplied by 10, then 15 multiplied by 11. Now I have to calculate sum of all this data, because this will be my sum of all observation and sum of the total observation. So this will be 5 plus 9 equal to 14, 7 21, 27, 33, 40. 4 out, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 100 number of observations are there. We just need to find out sum of total observation. So 17, 6. If I will calculate, it will be 102. Now 16 into 7, it will be 112. See, you need to write down the observation in a certain way whenever you are solving it. That will be easier for you to add and multiply whatever you want to do at later stage. So don't try to complicate each and everything, because we need to curtail each and every second while solving this question, so that in our real examination our speed will be faster. So we need to write down everything in a very simpler format. Okay, 16 into 8 is 128. I am writing this whole thing down in order to help you understand it. You can skip all these minor steps. You can directly start calculating the answers. Okay, 7 and 17 into 9 is equal to 153. Okay, 19 into 10 is equal to 190. This is 165. See, all these things are really easy if you try to solve it once or twice. Okay, and you need to always do math workout application, because that's how your whole math speed, your whole calculation speed will increase. So 5 3 is 8, 8 8 16, 2 18, 2 20, 0 2 out, 8 17, 5 22, 24 25, 2 out, 2 plus 1 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So my sum of all observation is 850. Total number of observation is 100. So mean is equal to 850 divided by 100 is equal to 8.5. So this is my mean. My mode is what? 10. Now if I have to calculate the difference, I will do 10 minus 8.5 is equal to 1.5. So the difference between mean and mode of the ages given here is 10.5, and this is the answer. I hope this is clear to each and every one of you now. Okay, let's move to the next question. Before we proceed with the next question, we need to understand a relation between mean, media and mode, and that is known as empirical formula. So the relation between mean, median and mode can be written as, and you have to remember it, on an average one questions comes from this in the previous years. Okay, so mode is equal to 3 median minus 2 mean. Mode is equal to 3 median minus 2 mean. If in the above question we have mode and mean and we have to calculate the median, so in a question mode is 10, mean is given as 8.5, and we have to find out the median. How would we find out? So we'll write mode is equal to 3 median minus 2 mean, then 10 is equal to 3 into median is unknown to us, 2 into mean 8.5, 10 is equal to 3 median minus 17. Now 3 median will be 10, 17 will come to this side, 27. Now median will be 27, 3 will divide 27, it will be 9. So median of this question will be 9. So this is how two observations or two details will be given and you have to calculate one. So this is how you will be calculating this whole thing. Okay, so this was the mean, media, mode formula. Let me write it down again. 3 median minus 2 mean is equal to mode. Okay, I hope this will be clear for each and every one of you. Now in this question, the distribution of 100 workmen employed in a factory according to their monthly salary showed an average salary of 4,500. When average is there, that means what? Average means mean. So mean is what? 4,500. Okay, if the median salary is found to be 4,900, median is given what? 4,900. Then mode salary, mode is equal to what? 3 median minus 2 mean. So I will write down 3 into 4,900 minus 2 into 4,500 is equal to 14,700. If you calculate 3 into 49, 3 9s 27, 2 3 12, 14, 14700 minus 90,000. 45 by multiplied by 2 is equal to 90. I hope you know the answer, 90. So if I have to, okay, I have added one more zero, sorry, it will be 9,000. So if I have to take the deduction, take the difference, it will be 5,700. So mode salary is what? 5,700. See how easily we are calculating. So this is how formula works. Now simpler, best, I think the best question, most favorite question of each and every student is range. If they have to calculate the range, then that's the easiest question. So range is what? Range is difference of maximum value of the observation difference between maximum value of the observation and minimum value of the observation. Okay, now in this particular given data, what is the maximum value of this observation? That is 360. So range will be what? Range will be 360 minus minimum value of this observation is 280. 280. So this will come to 80. So the range of this given data is 80. So whenever it will be asked what will be the range of this given data, we can calculate it. Now you will ask, sir, this is the range of ungrouped data. How would we calculate the range of group data? For an example, group data is written as this: 0 to 5. 0 to 5, 3 children. 5 to 10, 2 children. 10 to 15, 8 children. 15 to 20, 9 children. Okay. Now we don't have to think about the frequency. Here we need to focus on the maximum value of this observation and the minimum value of this observation. So here the maximum value of this observation is what? 20. The minimum value of this observation is what? 0. So the range of this given data is what? 20. So for group data, this is simple as well. So the group data, this is simple. Now, apart from all this, there is another concept. I think this concept is not prevalent in standard books, which is available for SSC. But you need to remember, it might be possible this question can come. What is the coefficient? What is the coefficient of range? So coefficient of range is equal to maximum value minus minimum value divided by maximum value plus minimum value. So if I have to calculate coefficient of range in this particular data, how would I calculate? 360 minus 280 divided by 360 plus 280. So this will come to 80 divided by 640. So if I calculate this, it will be 1 by 8, or it will be, I can say, if I have to calculate in percentage, it will be 12.5%. Okay. Now in the group data, how will it happen? In the group data, it will be 20. Coefficient of range is 20 minus 0 divided by 20 plus 0. So it will be 20 by 20 is equal to 1. See, if this data was not present, how would it be calculated? 20 minus 5 divided by 20 plus 5. So it will be 15 by 25. And if I cut it, it will come around to 3 by 5. So this is how coefficient of range will be calculated. Okay. Now, what is the range of the distribution of a variable which takes 10 values? So there are 10 values. If I have to calculate the range, how would I calculate? So the thing I will be doing is I'll take the maximum value. So in this particular given of data, maximum value is 34. Now I have to take the minimum value. So here the minimum value is 11. So the range will be 23. Now if I have to calculate coefficient of range, how would I calculate? Maximum minus minimum value divided by maximum value plus minimum value. This color is not that right. Okay. So maximum value is what? 34 minus 11 divided by 34 plus 11. So it will come to what? 23 by 45. So this is your coefficient of range, and this is your range. I hope this is clear now. So this is how you will be calculating a range. Okay. Now the next question, we learn about the mean, we learn about the median, we learn the mode, the range. Now mean deviation. So let's decode this whole mean deviation thing. So what do you think deviation will be? Deviation means if this is a particular data, then what is the difference or what is the deviation? What is the difference or what is the deviation between this two way? So this is a way and this is a way. If I have to take the deviation, I will calculate the difference of distance between these two places. So like that, deviation in data, or if I have to calculate something, mean deviation or something else, it will be always about difference from a given data. So normally in your questions, you will be calculating mean deviation about mean deviation about median. So what is this? So for an example, a given data is like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So it will ask, calculate or find out the mean deviation about mean. Mean deviation about mean means what? So for this particular data, first you will be calculating mean, or you can write mean as this symbol. Okay. So how would I calculate mean? I will add all the observations, divide it by number of observation, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Okay, so 2 3 4 2 3 5 plus 4 9 plus 5 14 plus 6 20 plus 7 27 plus 8 is equal to 35 divided by 7 is equal to 5. So 5 is the mean data. Now what I told you, it will be a deviation. So how I will calculate the deviation? So this mean, I will calculate the deviation from mean with this sample of observation. I will calculate the deviation of mean from this sample of observation. And whenever I will be calculating this mean, so first step, calculate mean. Second step, calculate difference between mean and each observation. Okay, right? So what I'll do, and take positive value of this observation, and take positive value. So how would I do? So 5 minus 2, first observation 2 is 3, then 5 minus 3 is equal to 2, then 5 minus 4 is equal to 1, then 5 minus 5 is equal to 0, then 5 minus 6 will be actually minus 1 because 6 is larger, but I will take only positive value, so it will be 1. Then 5 minus 7, it will be actually minus 2, but I will take only positive value, so this will be 2. So in this symbol, it will be always taking positive value. Then 5 minus 8, I will take the positive value 3. Now the third step is add all the differences. We'll be doing what? We'll be adding all the difference. 3 plus 2 equal to 5 plus 1 6 plus 0 6 plus 1 7 plus 2 9 plus 3 12. So 12 is what? Sum of all the differences. 12 is what? Sum of all the differences. Then divide sum of all differences by total number of observations. By total number of observations. So now if I have to calculate mean deviation, I have what? Sum of all differences, that is 12, divided by total number of observation 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 7. So mean deviation is what? Mean deviation is 12 by 7, or if I have to calculate it into fraction, it will be 7 into 7.1. So this is the mean deviation. So in mean deviation, what we will be doing? We will be first, if mean deviation is about mean, if mean deviation is about mean, we will be first calculating the mean. Then we will take the difference of the mean from each and every observation. Then we will add all these differences. Then we will divide these differences by number of observation. But in case of median, but if median is asked, if median is asked, what you will be doing? First you will arrange this whole data into ascending order. Then you will count. There are 7 observations. There are 7 observations. So this is odd. So 7 plus 1 divided by 2th term. So 8 by 2. So 4th term will be the median. So first, second, 3, 4th. Here the data is already ascending order. So 5 is the median. So in this case, mean and median are same. So that's why equal value will come in mean deviation. But if the mean value or the median value are different, then we have to take out the differences. We have to add all these differences and then we'll divide it with the number of observations. So I can write, first step will be calculate mean or median, whichever is asked. Then calculate difference between mid or median from the observation. Then add all the differences. then divided by total number of observation. Now I hope this particular slide making a sense to you how to calculate mean deviation. Okay, now let's understand it through a simple formula. So I will calculate this, but if I have to put it down into mean deviation formula, how would I write? I will write sum of each data, xi means each observation, minus mean or median, okay, divided by total number of observation. N is equal to what? Total number of observation xi, each observation, it will be written as this because this will be taking positive value. Each observation, this is mean of the given data, m is median of the given data. Here don't confuse this, don't confuse this whole thing, it is divided by. I can write it this way, yeah, mean deviation, okay, or if median is asked I can write it like divided by total number of observation. Okay, so this won't create any confusion. So now here in this question it has asked find the mean deviation of the data. So here it has not asked mean deviation about mean or mean deviation about median. So whenever you will see there is no certain distinction or certain mention of mean deviation about what, you will always take the default thing, that is mean deviation about mean, mean deviation about mean. So what we'll be doing, we'll be calculating the mean. So how do I calculate the mean? I'll add all the given observation, then I will divide it by number of observation, 3, 3, 6, x 1, 7. Now 3 plus 10, 13, 23, 20, 23 plus 4, 27, 27 plus 4, 34, 34 for 10, 44 plus 5, 49 divided by 7 is equal to 7. Now mean is 7. I have to calculate the differences. So 3 minus 7, it will take the positive value, that is 4. Then 10 minus 7, positive value 3. 10 minus 7, positive value 3. 4 minus 7, it will take the positive value 3. 7 minus 7, positive value 0. 10 minus 7, positive value 3. 5 minus 7, positive value 2. Now the second step, I have to add all the differences. 3 plus 2 5 plus 3 8 plus 3 11 plus 3 14 plus 4 18. So the difference, sum of all the difference is what? So mean deviation will be calculated, sum of all differences divided by number of observation, that is 7. So this will come to 18 by 7 if it is asked in fraction. If it is asked in decimal, then you have to calculate it. Okay, 2.57. It will come somewhere around 2.57. So this is how you will be calculating mean deviation of a given set of data. I hope this is clear to each and every one of you. First, calculate mean or median, whichever is asked. If nothing is asked, you will be doing mean. Then take the difference and take positive values. Add all these values and divide it by total number of observation. Okay. The next question. Here what it is asked, mean deviation of the data from the median. So what you will be doing, you will be calculating median. But whenever we have to calculate median, first thing we should be doing, we should arrange the given data. So we'll be arranging the given data 2, 3, 4, then 6, then 999. So now in this given set of data, how many observations are there? 3, 3, 6 and 7. So it is an odd observation, odd number of observation. So what will be the solution? So in case of odd number of observation, it will come n plus 1 by 2 term. So 7 plus 1 by 2 is equal to 8 by 2 is equal to 4th term. 4th term is the median class. First, second, third, 4th term. So median is what? Median of the given data is 6. Now I have to take the differences. So 2 minus 6 will be positive value 4. 9 minus 6 positive value 3, again 9 minus 6 positive value 3, 3 minus 6 positive value 3, positive value will be taken, 6 minus 6 will be 0, 9 minus 6 will be 3, 4 minus 6 will be 2. Now I have to add all this data. 2 plus 3 5 plus 3 8 plus 3 11 plus 3 13 plus 4, sorry, 11 plus 3 14 plus 4 18. 2 3 5 3 8 11 14 18. So sum of all the observation is 18. Mean deviation divided by total number of observation 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So this is same as the previous data. So if I have to calculate it in the fraction, it will be 2.57. Okay. So this is how you will be calculating mean deviation if mean is asked or median is asked. Okay. Now, what will happen in case of grouped data? We are solving, we used to, what we are solving will be, we used to solve only ungrouped data. That was much easier for you. But in case of group data, will it be complicated? Will it be really tough for you? No, it won't be tough for you. Why? Let me help you with it. So, here number of students 10, 20, 30 and 40. Here frequency of students given. Here frequency of students given. That means how many times this number 10 is present. Okay. How many times number 20 is present, or how many times number 30 is present. Okay. Now here if I have to calculate, here mean deviation is not mentioned. Okay. If I have to calculate mean deviation, how would I calculate mean deviation? So the first thing I will be doing, I will take the value 10 multiplied by 8 is equal to 80, 20 multiplied by 6 120, then 30 multiplied by 4 120, then 40 multiplied by 2 80. Then I have to add all the observations, so it will be 120 plus 80 200, 200 200 400. Now the sum of all observation is 400. Total number of observation is 2 plus 4 6 plus 6 12 plus 8 20. Now mean is equal to what? Mean is equal to sum of all observation divided by number of observation. So 400 divided by 20, it will come to 20 only. It will come to 20. Now what will happen? What will happen? We'll be taking the differences, but here the differences will be in multiple numbers because there is a frequency associated with it. In previous cases there were only single observations. That's why we used to calculate single each and every data. But in this case there are multiple observations. So how it will be? How we'll be calculating? So we'll create another. I will erase this. So now we know mean is equal to 20. So now what we'll be doing? We'll be calculating the difference. So xi minus x mean. So what is the difference? 20 minus 10 is equal to 10. 20 minus 20 is equal to 0. 20 minus 30 is equal to 10. Only positive values. 20 minus 40 is equal to 20. Now this is what? This is for only single observation, but there are 8 observation for all this particular data. For 20 it is 6 observation, for 30 this is 4 observation, and for 40 it is 2 observation. So these differences will be calculated 8 times for 10, 6 times for 20, 4 times for 30 and 2 times for 40. So whether I can calculate it 8 times, 6 times, 4 times, 2 times, or I can simply multiply it by 8, multiply it by 6, multiply it by 4, multiply it by 2, and I can find out 80. 0 into 6 will be 0, 10 into 4 will be 40, 20 into 4 2 will be 40. So the total data will be 160. So the sum of total observation, total differences, sum of total differences is 160. Let me reiterate this again so that there won't be any confusion. So the first thing we'll be doing what? The first thing we'll be doing will be calculating the mean. Okay, you know how to calculate the mean. You will take out the observation, sum of all observation divided by number of observation. Now we have find out the mean. Like previous questions, we used to calculate difference between mean and each observation. Difference between mean and each observation, right? So here we do what it did. What we did here is we take difference between mean and each observation. What we did? We did difference between mean and each observation. But these observations are present 8 times. So I can do 20 minus 10 8 times. Or I can simply write this difference multiplied by 8. I'll find out the exact number of observation. Okay, so now once I find out all this observation, I have to add all the differences, because that's the formula. You have to add all the differences, sum of all the differences, and that will come to 160. Then you will divide it by number of observation. So number of observation is 20, so the mean deviation will be 8. So the mean deviation about mean will be 8 in this case. So the mean deviation about mean will be 8 in this case. But in case of median, what do we have to do? We have to calculate the median class first. So here 20 observations are there. So 10, 20 by, let me erase it. So 20 by 2th term plus 20 by 2 plus 1th term divided by 2 will be there. So 10th term plus 11th term divided by 2. So in this case 8 plus 6 equal to 14. So after 8, 10th term will be 20 and 11th term will be 20, because if you calculate 10 is 8 times, then 20 will start. 10 will come 8 times. Then on the 9th number 20 will come, 10th number 20 will come, 11th number 20 will come, 13th number 20. Like this 20 will come for next 6 digits. So the 10th term in this observation will be 20 and 11th will be always 20. So 20 plus 20 by 2 is equal to 40 by 2 is equal to 20. So the mean of this given observation will, so the median of this given observation will be also 20. Here mean was 20 and same median was 20. So the actual number will be this, because same numbers are there. I hope now you are clear how to calculate mean deviation about mean and mean deviation about median in grouped data. Okay. Now, before I proceed to the next concept, okay, so you need to understand one more thing, that is variance. So variance is really easy. Whatever you used to calculate here, we'll be doing that. First step will be calculate mean or median. Calculate. Second step will be take difference of each observation from mean or median. Now in case of median, now in case of variance, we'll add one more step. Once you have the differences, take square of these differences. You will do what? You will square this. You have to square these differences. For an example, in this case, the difference was what? 10. So this was the difference. So in case of variance, we'll take 10 square 100, 10 square 20 square 400. Then it will multiply it with the observation. So we'll be taking square of these differences. It will be easy when we'll be solving the question. That will be easy for you. Then add or take sum of all these square and divide it by total number of observation. Total number of observation. So if I have to put it into formula, I used to do what? Xi, each observation minus mean. Now I will take the square of this. Sum of sigma means sum or addition. Addition of each of difference of each observation, its square divided by total number of observation, divided by total number of observation, and that will come variance. That will come variance. So for an example, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 is the given data, and I have to calculate the variance. Now I will take the mean. 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8 divided by number of observation 3, 3, 6 and 7. And if I have to calculate 2, 3, 5, 4, 9, 5, 14, 20, 27, 35 divided by 7 is equal to 5. Mean of this given data is 5. Now I'll take difference from each subject, each observation. So 2 minus 5 positive value is 3. 3 minus 5 positive value 2. 4 minus 5 positive value 1. 5 minus 5 positive value 0. 6 minus 5 positive value 1. 7 minus 5 positive value 2. 8 minus 5 positive value will 3. Now once I have calculated the differences, I have to square it. 3 square is equal to 9. 2 square is equal to 4. 1 square is equal to 1. 0 square will be 0. 1 square will be 1. 2 square will be 4. 3 square will be 9. Then I will add this. In case of mean deviation, I used to add only differences, but in case of variance, I will be adding the square of all these differences. So if I will add this, 9 plus 4 equal to 13, plus 1 14, plus 1 15, plus 4 19, plus 9 is equal to 28. So now the square of these differences is 28 divided by number of observations 7. So my variance will be 4. So this variance of this given data, for this particular question, it will be 4. I hope this is clear now. Now, if you know variance, standard deviation is nothing but square root of variance. Standard deviation is what? Square root of variance. So whenever standard deviation is asked, first thing you will be doing, you will be calculating variance. So in this particular data, standard deviation is being asked. So we will be calculating variance. So whenever we have to calculate the variance, the formula is what? Sum of xi minus mean divided by number of observation, or I can write sum, or let me put it this way. This will be easier for you. Sum of each observation minus mean square divided by number of observation. This is what? This is variance. So now first thing I will be calculating mean. So mean will be 7 plus 9 plus 11 plus 13 plus 15 divided by 5 number of observation are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 7 plus 9 16 plus 11 27 plus 13 40 plus 15 55 divided by 5 is equal to 11. So mean is what? 11. Now I will take the differences, or I can directly do it. Variance is equal to 11 minus 7 square plus 11 minus 9 square plus 11 minus 11 square plus 11 minus 13 square plus 11 minus 15 square divided by number of observation 5. 11 minus 7 is equal to 4 square plus 11 minus 9 is equal to 2 square plus 11 minus 0 square. 11 minus 13 minus 2 square, you can say. 11 minus 15 minus 4 square, okay, divided by 5. So 4 square is equal to 16, 2 square is equal to 4, 0 square 0, 2 square minus 2. If you multiply minus 2 into minus 2, it will be plus 4. Then minus 4 into minus 4 plus 16 divided by 5. 16 plus 4 is equal to 20. 20 plus 4 is equal to 24. 24 plus 16 is equal to 40 divided by 5 is equal to 8. So variance is what? Variance is 8. But we know standard deviation is square root of 8, which will be 2 into 2 into 2, and that will come to 2 root 2. You know square root, how to calculate square root. So variance of this standard deviation of this given data is 2 root 2. I hope this is clear now. Now, for this given data, it was asked in CGL tier 2. Here what is given? Standard deviation. So first thing we'll be doing, we'll be calculating mean. So mean of this data is 5 plus 3 plus 4 plus 7 divided by 4. 5 plus 3 8, 8 plus 4 12, 12 plus 7 is equal to 19 divided by 4. It will be 4.75. If you will calculate this, you will get to this data 4.75. So this is the mean. 4.75 is the mean. Now I have to calculate the difference and then square it. So variance will be what? So variance will be 4.75 minus 5 square plus 4.75 minus 3 square plus 4.75 minus 4 square plus 4.75 minus 7 square divided by number of observation. So now if I have to calculate the difference, 4.75 minus 5, it will be minus 0.25 its square, plus if I have to calculate this, it will come to 1.75 square. Now if I have to calculate, it will be 0.75 square, then here it will be come to 2.25 square, minus 2.25 square, okay, divided by number of observation. Now I hope you know this trick. So whenever you have to calculate the square of a given data and which has 5 in the unit digit, you can do what? 5 square 2 into its next data. So 2 into the next number 3, 6, 5 square 25. In case of 175, it will be 17 into 18, then 5 square. So 17 into 18 will be 306. 5 square is equal to 25. Okay. Then same for 75. It will be 7 into 8, 5 square, 56, 25. Then 225 square is equal to 22 multiplied by 23, 5 square. So if I have to calculate 22 and 23, it will be 3 to 6, 3 to 6 plus 4, 10, 0, 1 out, 2 to 4 equal to 5. So it will be 506, 5 square 25. So this is the square of all the given data. So if I have to put, because it's in decimal number, as it is in decimal number, and if I have to calculate all this data, how would I calculate it? So this will be 625 is 25 square, but here it is in decimal number, so it will be 0.0625 plus 1.75 is in decimal, so here it will be 3.0625 plus 0.75 is in decimal, so it will be 0.5625 plus 2.25 is in decimal, so it will be 5.0625 divided by 4. So if I have to add all this data, it will come to 5, 5, 10, 20, 0, 2 out there, 2 to 4, to 6, to 8, to 10, 1 out there, 6, 1, 7, 13, 19, 25, 2 out there, 2 plus 5 equal to 7, then 5 plus 3 equal to 8 divided by 4. So this will come to what? 8.75 divided by 4, and this will come to 4 2s are 18, 4 1, 4875. So it has asked rounded off to 2 decimal always. So variance will take rounded up to 2.18 for an example. Now this is variance. We have to calculate standard deviation. So we have to take square root of 218. I can write down 200, 2.18, 218 by 100 square root. Or if you solve it, it will come somewhere around 109,245. It will come somewhere around 100 will be 10, 218. It will be 15, 12, 15 on 14 and 15. It will be in between 14 and 15. So if I have to take a data where it will be all about 14 and 15, let's take it is somewhere around 14.75. Let's take it is 14.75. Now if I have to take 218, square root of 218 is somewhere around, for an example, 14.75, and square root of 100 is equal to 10. I'm just guessing, I don't know the exact data, because 14 square is 196, 15 square is 225, so it will be close to 15 because it is 218, so it will be somewhere around 14.75, and if I have to calculate that, it will be somewhere around 1.475. It will be what? 1.475. So this is the standard deviation of the given data. So this is what? This is the standard deviation of given data. I hope this is clear to each and every one of you. This was the question that was asked in CGL tier 2. Yes, I know this is bit calculative, but yes, this type of question will be asked in tier 2. Okay, but if you have a conceptual clarity, then it won't be an issue for you. Now this is the homework I am giving you. What you will be doing? First thing you will be doing, you will be calculating mean of n natural numbers. So this is one question that you will get to understand. Second, you will be calculating the variance. You will be calculating what? The variance. Then you will be calculating standard deviation. Try it out. If you are unable to do it, I will solve it in the next class. Okay, so this is your homework. Now this is a question. Standard deviation. We have to calculate the standard deviation. So this is the data. It is the observation. This is the observation. This is the frequency. And if I have to calculate the standard deviation, first thing I will be doing what? I'll calculating mean. So in terms of mean, what I'll do? I'll just multiply it, because I have to take the sum. Then I will add all this in observation. You know, I have to always multiply observation with frequency in order to calculate mean in terms of grouped data. So if I add it, 8 plus 120 plus 120 plus 8, it will come to 400. So 400 is what? Sum of all the observation divided by total frequency. 8 plus 6 equal to 14 plus 4 18 plus 2 20. It will be 20. So mean of the given data is 20. Now what I will be doing? First thing I will be doing, I will take the difference and I will square it. So what I will be doing? I will be doing 20 minus 10, 10, 20 minus 20, 0, 20 minus 30. I will take only positive values. 10, 20 minus 40. Even if you don't take positive values, we'll be doing it in square format. So it will be positive only. 20 minus 40 is equal to 20. Now I have to take square of this because I have to calculate the variance. So it will be 100, 0 square 0, 10 square 100, 20 square 400. Now the sum of all the given data will be 600. Now 600 will be divided by what? Variance is equal to sum of all the differences, then the number of observation, it will be 30. So 30 is the variance, but we have to calculate what? We have to calculate standard deviation. We have to calculate what? Standard deviation. So square root of 3 30 will be there. So square root of 30 will be there. So this is the standard deviation of the given data. This is the standard deviation of given grouped data. So in terms of group data, it won't be a tough journey for you, or it won't be a tough thing for you. You just have to simply calculate the mean, then take the difference, square each difference, then sum of all squares, divide it by number of observation. That's it. That is how you will be calculating standard deviation of each and every data. So we know how to calculate variance. Now, if in a certain question variance is given and we have to calculate the standard deviation, how do we be calculating? Standard deviation is square root of variance. So I can write 8.1 is equal to 0.81 is equal to 81 by, we can write 0.81 is equal to 81 by 100, and I have to take out the square. So 81 square divided by 100 square root, 9 by 10 is equal to 0.9. So standard deviation is what? 0.9. I hope you know how to calculate all these things. Square root of 81 is 9, square root of 100 is 10. Now the decimal number is 9. In this case, standard deviation is given 0.65. I have to calculate variance. How would I calculate? See, I know square root of variance is equal to standard deviation, or I can say, if I square it in both sides, I can write variance will be standard square of standard deviation. Variance is square of standard deviation. In this case, 6.5 is the standard deviation. So if I have to calculate 65 into 65, it will be what? 5 square 25, 60 into 7, 42, 25. So 4225 divided by 65, I can write it 65 by 10. So square of 65 by 10 will be 4225 divided by 10 square 100, and I can write it down as 42.25. So 42.25 is the variance of this given data. 42.25 is the variance of this given data. Now I hope this is clear to each and every one of you. The last thing of our statistics class, the last thing is, what is coefficient of variance? So coefficient of variance is standard deviation divided by mean of the given data multiply by 100. This will come to a percentage value. Okay, so this is the formula. Let's check some question. So in the mean distribution is 21. So mean is what? 21. So standard deviation is what? 7. So we know what? Coefficient of variation. Coefficient of variation is equal to standard deviation minus mean multiplied by 100. So it will come to standard deviation 17 by mean 21 into 100 is equal to 1 by 3 into 100 is equal to 33.33%. This is how we will be calculating coefficient of variation. Now the next question, mean of the distribution. So the mean of distribution is 11, standard deviation is 5. If I have to calculate coefficient of variation, I'll do standard deviation by mean multiply by 100. Standard deviation is 5, mean 11 into 100. I can write it both way. I can do 500 divided by 11, or I can say 100 by 11 is equal to 9.09. Okay, 100 by 11 is equal to 9.09. So I can simply type 5 into 9.09. It will come to 45.45%. See, all these things comes from percentage. All these things comes from the calculation practice you do throughout your math workout application. So as long as you are doing calculation daily and you are remembering or understanding each and every concepts, the whole game of mathematics will be easier for you. So in mathematics, you need multiple things. You need calculation, then conceptual clarity. Once you have both, you will be pro. You will be easily able to do 100% accurate. You will be able to solve each and every question with 100% accuracy without any negative marking. So you need both these things. So do practice calculation through math workout app that I have already mentioned in the previous video, and learn from all these videos regarding your conceptual clarity. So this was all, guys. This was for the given data. We have already solved this data, so I won't be repeating this because we have already solved this data. This is a question for you. I have given you, I think, of 6 to 7 homework. You need to solve this, because by simply watching this video won't help you have, the grip or have confidence in statistics. As long as you are learning the concepts and applying those concepts in real question, that will help you out. So I will be uploading this whole PPT. You will get this whole class note as well for your references. But along with that, you need what? You need practice. So you have to do the practice, and this is a homework for you. If you are able to solve this homework, trust me, you are 100% ready in such statistics. So this was all, guys. Share your feedback. How is this lecture? How was your experience? And what are the chapters you want to learn from next? Your feedback, your love, your support towards it will help us out. And do share this channel with your friends who are preparing and who are non-Hindi speakers, who are working aspirants, because our whole goal is to provide you content in a very limited timeline and with a quality amount of questions. Okay, so that with limited time you can do a lot of things. Let's see you in the next video. Thank you, guys.